part 4 of what happened in my friend group's Minecraft world. So there were some disputes about Nick's land. Jeremy wanted the western area of Nick's land, and Xavier suggested that him and Jeremy would jump Nick when he got on, and they wanted me to get Nick online because he's my brother, and I refused, and I'm not gonna do that to my brother. But then they were like, well, Jeremy then said, well, if Nick doesn't get on, I'm just gonna govern his land like it's my own. That's what he was saying, because Nick was barely online, and Nick didn't get online, so he ended up taking this chunk of land for himself. So now this is now Montes. And this happened on November 10th, I believe. Also what happened that day is Downs became a nation again. Also on that day, the very first alliance between nations was created. The alliance was called the Pillars of Hope Alliance. It was started by Montes, and the members of the alliance were Montes, Blizzardia, and Jacob's Nation. Now coming up there were 3 days of conflict. There were 3 days where there was just battle after battle after battle, and we're about to start talking about that right now. The very next day, Chris and Graham were in the tundra, and I called Graham's skin ugly. So he killed me, and this led to a conflict where me and Jeremy were fighting Graham, and we killed him, and then I took Graham's armor and I put it on and switched it with his because we both had iron armor, and he got mad and noticed and was like trying to get it back, but then he had to go, so that like stopped that conflict for that day. But that was like the first day in these like 3 days of conflict. Now the next 2 days are actually even crazier, and there's so much more stuff that happens, but if you want to know what happens next, get this video to 45 likes and I'll make another part.